Hey, everybody. We're going to wait a couple minutes as people start coming in. If you don't mind putting a comment in of where you're at, we'll get started asking some questions and having some fun. I do have some good news to share with you, which I'm really excited about. But it's another Thursday, and I hope things are fantastic going for you. So, again, we'll wait a few minutes until we get people coming in here. We are just rolling here, and we will get started in a minute. One thing I did learn, I did notice that we have a delay, and I didn't notice that last week in the giveaway because I was just going and going and going, and then we had the delay. So this week, I'm going to know that we need to wait a minute. Like, there's a little bit of a delay from when this is being broadcast. So I'm learning. I also learned some cool stuff on how to put some stuff in there. Hey, how you doing? Glad you're here. Again, if you don't mind putting in your comment that where you're from, that would be great to have you. Atina, hey, great to see you. Beth Ann, hey, great to see you. I hope you're doing good, Beth Ann, over there in Tucson. I told you I lived in Tucson for 4 years. I love it. I know you're working with your devices. And some of these devices get a little tricky, so we just got to be patient as we work through them. And hopefully, if you have any questions, you can ask me here today. That's what we're going to be doing. But again, we're just counting down to get started as people are showing up. I see we got 11 people. Thank you for watching and coming in to this Tech Talk Thursday. Hey, Nick, good to see you. Again, I know we do have a little bit of a delay, so I'll do my best to hang in there and not get so excited like I did last week as we're giving things away. Tina, it's awesome you're in Michigan. I'm actually from originally LaPorte, Indiana, which is just south of Michigan. And that is what my dad is actually from New Buffalo, which is just southern Michigan on that other side, which is basically Chicago now, which is pretty cool. All right, so we got the countdown down, so we'll get started. Great to see everybody today. As always, welcome to Tech Talk Thursdays. This is where we get together. We just talk about all these cool things that are going on, these different devices and stuff, and have some fun. And today, I got some good news. One of the things that's coming in on Monday or Tuesday is the Onyx Booksmax Lumi. This will be here Tuesday. It has been held up in shipping. As you know, I got pretty frustrated with them, but now that's coming in. And then we have the one that we've really been waiting on, and that is the Remarkable 2. It will be here next Monday. So be looking for some videos from me on these products. We'll be rocking that. Levi, hey, great to see you from Idaho. Jacob, hey, great to see you there. We'll have those devices coming in. Jacob's here. He's so awesome. Jacob, good to see you, brother. So we're going to have the Remarkable 2 in on Monday and the Books Lumi in on Tuesday. So we got them coming. Hey, good to see you, Kim. Nice to see you, Sanchez. Kim, good to see you. So as we get into it today, first we'll start off. Anybody got any questions they would like to ask on any of these things? We do have deliveries coming in, which is fantastic. I'm excited about it. I also had a new lens come in, which is a macro lens, which will allow me to really zoom in on things. I took some shots today that were just absolutely unbelievable. Let me see if I can find one. I'll show you. This is just really cool. Hey, Jake, good to see you from Nevada. Excited to zoom in so I can show you if we've got some issues. Oh, cool. From Seoul, Korea. Great to see you. Richard, hey, good to see you, brother. Good to see you in here too. Some really awesome shots. So we're going to be able to get some things done and get some things working. Hey, Richard, by the way, on the paper, I did get an email from them. They are working on the split screen or the dual screen. I know we're going to have something coming from them. They got a pretty big update coming. I've been getting some information from them, which was great. So I'm excited about that. Trevor, great to see you again, brother. Awesome to see you checking in. That's so great. Beth Ann just asked. Wow, Beth is on this today. She asked when the paper will be updating again. I know it's going to be soon. I was just discussing with them, and I know we've got a chance that we will be getting with them, and there will be an update. I know they're doing split screen. I know they're working on some battery issues. There's a couple things going on. I think the thing with the paper is we just got to realize that it's really new, like it's brand new. Where the Remarkable, when I pull that up, these companies have been around for a while. So Onyx has been around with the Max Lumi and the Note Air. There's their two new products, but they've had years and years and years. And same thing with Remarkable. Wrong one. Same thing with the Remarkable. I think it's right here. Nope, Max Lumi. And let's see. Do I have the Remarkable? I don't know if I got it anymore. Oh, there it is. I'm learning new technology with all this stuff. But the Remarkable's been around for a while. So the paper people are just really getting started. And so they've got, we're just on their second version of their software. So I think they're going to work things out. I'm still, making the product a little better every day. But the split screen, I think is going to be great because like this, in the morning when I set up my day, this is what I do. I use the split screen on the Quaderno, and I can't wait just to move from the paper. But yeah, Beth Ann, should be soon. Great question. I'm not, that device is just in the middle, like it's right there. It could be just amazing, but they just got to keep tweaking it. It's getting there. Jake asks, question for you, JB. I'm trying to find the best way to read articles on an eink device, not PDFs, but articles. I'm curious how you do this. Currently is Instapaper on the Kindle, which works okay. That's a great question. And I got to tell you, these products are the ones that I'm waiting on. The Onyx products typically have really good readers, and they're going to have some new technology within these. The Note Air, which competes with the Remarkable for that size, which the Max Lumi is an A4. This is an A5. I'm anxious to see them as a reader for exactly what you're doing, right? Articles and things. And they have a new browser. So as soon as I get that on Tuesday, I will double check that. And next Thursday might be a good time to pop in here because I'm going to start using those devices a lot. And I'll let you know, where does it fit in the scope of things. The paper has a Chrome browser, but I haven't used it for exactly what you're talking about. But I will test it. So once I get all these devices the next couple of weeks, we'll, if you got a question like that, I'll say, okay, because other people do too. That's why I love these chats. And then I'll make a video and I'll just do the overhead shot and I can put 3 of them side by side and we can look at them so it helps you better make your decision and we can get some education there. Hello for Romania. I'm glad to see you here. But that's a great question, Jake. Thank you. I appreciate that question. I will work on that for you. I don't have a direct answer right now because I don't think any of them are great readers yet. I can tell you right now, the Remarkable, which is running the same software, I'll have the Remarkable 2 next week. It's not the best reader. It's more of a note taker. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, by the way. But once we get that rolling, once we get the other devices here, I have a feeling that the Onyx products are going to be better suited towards you for the reader style of it. Okay, I hope that helps. Wondering if you have a better solution for other devices. Yeah, that's what I'm working on, and that's why I think the Onyx ones may be good for you, but I want to see this new browser. I want to see if it's slow, if it works, if it's, what I mean, before I even say, go check this thing out and use it. Because if it's not what we want it to be, then I don't want to be, I don't want to be talking about that, right? We keep going. I'll receive the Remarkable this November, but I'm still not sure with the purchase. Yeah, I know. We're all a little upset with the way they've handled things. I mean, they're a smaller company. I think somebody put in the comments the other day that the way they do things is a little bit different in Norway, right? So they have a little different culture and the way they do things. I think, you're going to love it. I think the product's going to be great. I'll let you know Monday exactly how I feel. Is it a good product? Did they do a good job? We're going to know more about it Monday. But if you're looking for just a specific paper replacement notebook, I just think it's one of the best devices you can get. I really do. I'm still real happy with my Remarkable 1. It works. And if you wait till November, I think you'll be fine. It's just the way they went about it. I think that's what's got everybody frustrated. Richard again asked, what's the latest you hear on paper improvements? Yeah, that's what we're working on there. I know they're working hard, so I know split screen is one. I don't have many other, ideas or thoughts on the other. I know battery is still one. It's a few battery issues still. I think it drains down to about 60% for me every night, but I don't turn off the Wi-Fi. I just let it go, and then I just charge it. But it would be nice to be able to, without turning it off or logging out, to just keep that battery down. But there's going to be some significant things coming. I know they watch every video. Out of every company, like it's the opposite. Like Remarkable's over here who could care less about what we do in this channel at least, right? And they're cool. I mean, the VP did email me, so it's not like they don't care. Like they got their own issues in manufacturing. But then you got Quarks Logic, who I've actually, they've emailed, and I've actually met the president of the company, the head of marketing, and the engineers. They actually post when I do paper videos. So there's two, it's night and day. So I know they're going to keep improving. And things are going to keep getting better. So we'll just keep an eye out, and they said they'll let me know in advance, and then I'll do a video to let you know what's going on. But they are rocking. Red Pool, hey, good to see you from Austria. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you here. Yo, man, thank you so much for the remarkable stuff. One of the best videos on YouTube. I appreciate that comment. That's awesome. Beth says, I find the new remarkable transfer feature in the Chrome awesome. And there's a print to remarkable option that is a game changer for me. I got to get into that, Beth. I haven't played with that yet, but I will look into that and see how that works. We'll rock that one and see where we're at. Hey, from China, good to see you. Great to see you, man. Hello from France. Hey, you made it. I love it. Teaching English. Oh, that's cool over in China. That's sweet. Thank you, Jake. I'm glad you like that. Yeah, just keep it just a couple weeks. I mean, in a couple weeks, I'm going to have like these ultimate challenges. I'm going to have Remarkable 2 versus Paper versus, Max Lumi versus, Note Air versus Super Note A6X. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. And I got new cameras to help me, or new lenses. So we're going to have a blast with it. So just hang in there with me. Cool. A lot of great people coming in. Gabriella, hey, good to see you. Abraham, Adam, hey, nice to see you. The funniest thing is Remarkable is produced in China and not sold here, but you can get it in Hong Kong. Yeah, it is funny, isn't it, that it's not produced in China? I think Voya, who I love Voya's reviews, by the way. I know a lot of you watch Voya's reviews. He's the deep reviewer. He's the one that goes in and really digs in these things. And I watch his reviews all the time. I love Voya. He's in Norway, I believe, and his Remarkable had to go to China and then come back to him because he bought one too. He got a review unit, and but his is coming, which is so funny, so funny. Yeah, the Remarkable one is great. Why not color on a big screen device? VM is coming. I mean, it's just a matter of time. It's probably cost, right? I know they're doing the little ones. I haven't got a color device yet. Voya's got one. I just use my Kobo. It's next to my bed for all my reading. So I don't really need a color one. I would use it for comics, but I really don't have time to read comics. Does that make sense? But it will be cool when the color ones come. I would suspect that Onyx, if I had to guess, who's going to have the first color device, I would say in 2021 it'll be Onyx. I would guess. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Randy, hello from Ohio. I'm originally from Indiana. I'm a Midwesterner. Great to see you there. Do you know if there are any other e-ink note-taking devices that doesn't have internet access? College, you can use a notebook, but internet access is not allowed. Wow, that's interesting. There's a new one that Good e-reader had that was a magnetic board that looked okay, but I don't have it. It's like a $100 device. It was on Good e-reader that you don't plug in. It was like a magnetic thing. I just don't know. It's kind of like this boogie board. This thing, remember this thing? I did a review on it where it doesn't have internet connection, and then you can write on it. I don't even know if you can see it. I'm not a real big fan of this thing. It's more for kids. I want to go like this, like it's an Etch-a-Sketch. Remember the Etch-a-Sketch and start all over and turn the knobs? But it's something like this, and it's a new magnetic kind of tablet that doesn't use internet. So you might want to look over there and run over to Good e-reader and take a look. I don't even know where this thing goes. Great, I broke it. No, I'm just going to stick it on here. I don't know where that thing goes. Oh, here it goes. I got it. I fixed it. So funny, so funny. But yeah, that's what I would look at. I mean, everything really right now takes that internet connection for software updates and that type of stuff. So that's what they're doing. I will upgrade to the 4th iteration. Cool. The Onyx Books Max Lumi looks to be what I have finally been after as an artist. Cannot wait until you get your hands on it to test the pixel response and variation and latency. Yeah, I'm a little worried because these two screens, I know these images aren't the best. I just learned how to do this. I learned how to bring a picture into my lives, which is cool. These two screens are different. The Note Air has a different pencil than the Lumi. And the problem I have is that the old Max Pro 2 or Max 2 that I had, the big one, which is the Lumi, which didn't have the backlight, I just didn't like the writing experience. It just wasn't that great. It was kind of laggy. This one may be it, the Note Air. So I need to get both of these in for you. And this has a glass screen. Like they have different screens, different pencils. So it's really going to be interesting for these products to see which one works. Android 10, so it should work pretty fast. Plenty of good hardware. These are interesting devices. That's all I can say. Both backlit. It's going to be interesting to have those devices in hand. My Remarkable 2 is supposed to be late October. I hope so. Hey, Randy, if you're still on, can you tell me which batch you are? I'm trying to keep track. And if you don't mind, you can send me a message in YouTube or comment on a video that, hey, I'm batch and I got my notification. I'm going to do videos on people that have got Remarkables, and I want to make sure that I'm letting people know when they're shipping, right? So I need to know other people. Like I'm batch 2, batch 1, they got shifted to batch 2 that shipped. So we know that some batch 2 is shipped, but I don't know everybody in batch 2 is shipped. So Randy, if you're in batch 3, which it sounds like, if you don't mind letting me know which batch you're in, that would be great. And when you ship, so I can let everybody know here on the channel, that would be awesome. I think the RM watched your video. They're rushing with the batch 2 shipping. I don't know. You know, it's so funny. I was so frustrated. That video got like 5,000 views, 4,500, I think, or something. And this channel's real. I don't know how to do another channel, right? And I just was frustrated. I went to the bank. I said, look, there's $2,000. I had to go put it back in the bank. And I was like, that's what I got in these products, and they're not coming. So it was really the user experience. Like, it wasn't like, and again, nothing against reviewers, man. I watch Voya's every review. I think he's the best. I love him. I watch some of the good e-reader stuff. I watch reviews. But when you don't have it and everybody else has it, I can see how the user gets really frustrated. Like, well, the marketing's everywhere, but I don't have the device. So what's going on here? What's really going on? So I was just venting. Whether they heard me or not, I don't know. I mean, I did have a hater say that I'm not a legitimate reviewer, so they're not listening to me. So it's like, yes, if they did do it, I was like, yes, then maybe I'm a legitimate reviewer if they did listen. But I'm not going to take credit for that. I just think that it was just coincidence, and we'll go on with that. We'll be positive and onward and upward. I love it. Hoping paper will continue to improve stylus response too. That could be potentially good for sketching. I would agree with that. The unlimited canvas has a lot of potential. We've got to get the pencils working a little bit. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate that when you hit that like button. There's a lot of potential here with this device. I mean, they have the huge Quarks 43-inch device. They took the software down, found these devices, and they've started working on them. I think that company's got a bright future. I just don't know how big the market cap is and how much money they have for investment, right? I don't know. I don't know the inner workings of the company. But I think they have potential. I personally, and I asked them this, would like them to get it on the hardware side, because at the end of the day, you know, they built their big eink tablet, right? They built that. And the Quaderno, you know, and the paper and the Sony are all on that Sony platform, which is okay. I mean, like our plasma TV, boy, am I dating myself. But our LED TVs are all really manufactured kind of by the same person too, right? But it would still be cool to see a company kind of jump out. Like we have books, but somebody on this side of the world actually compete with Remarkable with their device, and it would be cool to see if they did that one day. But the good thing is they have really good software. They're more of a corporate collaboration company, and it's trickling down to us users, which is fantastic. And I do think that if they could get some response and they keep working on their device, I think it's just going to keep getting better and better. Are you still loving the A6X? Trevor asked. That's a great question. I am. It's probably going to get put to the side because I have to do the Remarkable and the Onyx products for a while, and I like to use them, so I really sit at the sofa, you know what I mean? So I don't like to go back and forth. I think these Super Notes have a really great place in the way they operate. I know some people don't like to replace nibs. I got the Apple Pencil with me right now, but their nibs you don't replace. I actually have it right here because they have the surface is, I can't even describe it. It's soft. Some people don't like it. It's like a love-hate relationship with things. So these ceramic nibs, somebody taught me that, by the way. I tell you, I got the smartest subscribers in the world. So just keep the pin cap in. Just keep the pin cap in and just pull it out and you're good to go. When you're done, put it in. But there's something satisfying about it. They claim it's a writing experience. I don't necessarily consider it a writing experience, but it's satisfying. Like it's a satisfying feel. So it's not horrible, but it's just a weird feel. So I do like it. There's just something about it that's just different than any of these other devices that's kind of cool, and it's different. Is it my daily driver? No. Which device? And that's all coming in future videos as I use them more and more. But it's up there. Like if I only had that, I think I would be happy with it. But there have been a few people that have returned them that watch the channel. So it's really up to that feel. And that's what sucks really about these devices is that we don't have a chance to try them out, like really use them. And I'm trying to put the microphone on the tablet. I got the new macro lens, so I'm going to be able to zoom in just to the, like, so we can see the latency. I mean, this thing is unbelievable, this lens that I've got. It's a Sony 90 millimeter 2.8. I was going to show you, let me show you a picture. See if I can upload a picture real quick from it. And I'm going to show you how much I'm going to be able to zoom in on these things. Let me see. I'm going to upload, let's see. That's Neo. I want to show you this one. We'll upload that. Okay, there's Neo. I took that picture with it. Let me go ahead and take that out. But I want to show you how close I can get in. And I can do it with video, right? So this is the stylus. This is the nib for the paper. And look at that. So now that's how close I can get in. You can actually literally see how the nib wears down. So hopefully my reviews are going to get much better for those of you asking about how does this nib work or how does this, and I can really dig in with this new lens that I got in the new camera to provide some good content. So if you're like, well, what's really going on? Well, let's dig in, and you can actually see the wear on that nib, and I can actually do it in video, right? So this lens is super cool. So I'm super pumped about it. And of course, who doesn't love Neo? We got to show Neo once in a while. This picture is like with no editing at all. It was just straight out of the camera. I'm across the room, and with a macro lens, obviously 90 millimeter. I didn't know any of this stuff. Like, I'm learning this because of all you guys, which is awesome. I'm learning how to even do photography, which is really cool. I have no idea how to do any of this stuff. Like, I'm learning on the go, man. I'm learning on the go. All right, Bank Guy, 13 hours remaining for their RM2 discount on new orders. Thank you for letting that know. Hey, by the way, I'm heading to a massage right after. This is going to UPS. So you'll have this by next Monday. I promise. I got a massage at 2:30, and I'm going over to the UPS store, and I'm dropping this off. I'm not doing a giveaway this week because I'm not going to be able to get everything done by the time I get to UPS. But next week we'll do something. I promise. Fun stuff. So I'm getting it out there. Bank Guy, I love the fact you're here. Do you use Cloud Technivity for your activities? If you do so, do you recommend the paper? Yes, I do. I use Google Keep, and I use a Google Suite for almost everything. My whole team, like, my real job is coaching. Jacob was on here. He's one of my coaching, been with me with Morning Coach for years. My real job's coaching. So a lot of our stuff is cloud-based, and my team, we got a great team that helps me run my masterminds. And other things that I do. That's my real job, right? We all do everything in the cloud. And in fact, I have a new workbook coming out called the Plan, Do, Check, Act PDCA Annual Plan that I'm doing for all my clients. It's a big book that I'm writing about 40 pages. It's up in the cloud, and then my editors are putting together as an interactive PDF so we can put the whole game plan for the year next year. So I'm actually doing that right now. That's some of the use cases that I'm going to share with you as we're building this channel. Some of the back end of my business. I don't think everybody knows here that, I've got a very successful business. Started with a podcast in 2005. I'm very humble. I don't like to brag about that, but I built it up. I was one of the first podcasters, and that podcast has had over almost 42 million downloads. So it's a paid podcast, which is crazy. In 2009, I went paid, and 1,231 people came with me paying $20 a month. And over that time, I've written books for Hay House. I'm a published author. I've got web, membership sites. I think I was one of the first people with the membership sites. I mean, this is back in MySpace days. So I have a real business, like, that I actually utilize these tools, all of them, in some capacity for. The paper, I'm actually getting ready to do it for interactive coaching, so you understand this, where that plan, I can have it on my paper device, and my client can have it on their device, whether it's an iPad, whether it's an iPhone, whether it's an Android tablet, whether it's a computer, and they can be marking it, and I can be looking at my device. That's where paper's big for me. I can also use it in my mastermind meetings, which there will be videos you'll see. Obviously, with COVID, I'm not doing my mastermind meetings, but typically we have 30 people in a room. I will have my paper device, and I do what's called the ascension model. I don't have one here, where I help people with their life or their business get clear. That's what I'm really known for, is the clarity of what they are going to achieve. And so I help that. And so when we're masterminding, we do what's called hot seats, where we're working together, and I'm usually on a whiteboard, right? So with this device, I can literally be working on it, and everybody else can be working on it at the same time. That's the collaboration and power of this device, which is a real use case device, which is huge. And I'll probably get one of the large ones too, so I can be working on that at the same time. So there's some real use case things that you can do with the paper that you can't do with these other devices, and that's why I like it. But there are other devices are a little bit ahead, like Onyx and Remarkable and Supernote. So as a note taker, they tend to be a little bit better, though the paper's catching up. I hope that makes sense. So my real job, I will try to bring the use cases in here and help, you understand like my real business and then how I utilize these to really create a lifestyle business. The other thing, like, people come to me and listen to me, my show and stuff, is I literally play golf almost every single day. And the reason I do that is because it gets me away from the computer, but it is also, I've been able to build this lifestyle. So I do an audio every single day. I've done, we're on 4,014 as of tomorrow. And now I'm doing a video almost every single day. So I work hard, but I work on things that I absolutely enjoy. So this channel has become a tech channel because this is my hobby. I'm a nerd. I absolutely love this stuff. And I love to help people. So if I can help anybody get better at this or become more productive or help them in their life, that's what I get paid to do. So YouTube just became something that it became a hobby, but then became this thing where I can really kind of shine, like let my creative vision come out. And so I've learned from like podcasting back in 2005 that I didn't make any money for the first 300 episodes, but I needed to do those 300 episodes. Same thing here. I need to do lives every week. I need to do 7 videos a week. It's the only way I'm going to get better, but I can't get it in the way of my lifestyle. So some of the videos are not going to be great. Some are going to be better than others, but I'm learning what you want and how to do this. So I'm hoping to translate some of that, right, into the channel also, because it works. And I'm not selling here. It's not like I'm telling people to go back to my site, but one of the benefits of me doing this is people are going back that are looking for high-level coaching and high-level information on building a better life or getting clear, and they're buying my books and stuff. So there's a lot of benefit for me being here, but I think the most important thing is the community that we built already here, 9,200 people. Thank you. We just passed 9,200, are the best people. Everybody in this chat are amazing people, and I think that's what's so cool about this. This isn't a gaming channel. We have super intelligent people. Richard, I mean, everybody's in here that contributes. I love this. And so I'm just going to keep helping and doing this day in and day out, which makes it a lot of fun. Sorry for my rant, but that's kind of why we're here, okay? So the Cloud Tech Navity, I do that. Randy, thank you so much. Hey, Yazdan, thank you for loving the videos. I like it. Heshen, thank you so much. Thanks, Randy. If you don't mind, please let me know when you get your notification from DHL that it's shipped so I can let everybody know that batch 4 is coming. That would be great. Hey, Stefan from Belgium, great to see you. Hey, Jake, batch 7, okay, let me know. Beth Ann, 7 or 8, just let me know, guys. Batch 5, great. We got people from everybody. Yazdan, greetings from Pakistan. Glad to have you. People all over the world. Randy asks, what is the best 13-inch e-ink device? Oh, I love these questions. Okay, so you have the Quaderno. You have the Onyx Books Max Lumi. I'm getting loony. You have the paper device. You have the Sony. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick. What is the best device? Well, the Quaderno is really good for reading. It's good as a note taker, and it's good for split screen, okay? The Onyx Books Lumi, I can't talk about yet, but it's probably the best reader, but I can't wait to get it. The paper is by far and above the best collaboration tool. Like I said, if you do masterminds or teaching or coaching or that type of stuff, and somebody can get it on their iPad and use their app, and you can be on the same time, you're not going to get that with any other device. I don't know which one's the best one, but we're going to know in the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to put the Quaderno on the screen. I'm going to put the Onyx on the screen. I'm going to put the paper on the screen. I'm going to ask, what is your use case? Right? And this is the best way to do it. What do you need this device for? And that's going to allow me to make really great videos so that we can help people decide, right? So it's not going to be a review. It's going to be, what do you need? And that way I can say, okay, here's the 3 devices. And it'll be a 6-minute video. And I can say, hey, here's the reading on each of these. This is make the best decision. And I'll give you my opinion, but then ultimately you'll be able to see it. And that's the type of content I want to produce here on YouTube. Is content that people are asking for and that need, and that's what will grow the channel and the community. You know, we have Voya. Voya is my man. If you want to learn everything about a device, go to my deep guide. I'll talk about him all day long because he does a fantastic job. My job is to do particular use cases, good energy, fun, but what problem can I solve for you specifically? And that's what we're going to put together. So Randy, tough, real answer when we're in the A4 area, right? We have the Quaderno, a lot of people love. It's on the Sony platform. We have the Sony DPT paper, which is similar to the Quaderno, I would say, for the most part. The paper, which is the, I don't want to say the ugly duckling, but the black device. It's a little bit different than this. It's a little bit different in the operation. And why I mean the ugly duckling, it does things a little bit differently, right? It's got this little stripe up here, which I'm not a big fan of, but it does collaboration, and the software is better than anything on the market. So we've got to find the particular use case and then really figure out what we're going to do for you. I love it. Okay, what happens after the pre-order sales are over? I'm so curious. I think they'll just start building, start shipping like they do the Remarkable 1. Man, they did create a lot of hype, didn't they, with Remarkable? That's pretty interesting. Bank Guy, did you get arm 2? I got the arm 1, started September. Can't decide if I got the arm. Oh, thanks. You guys are talking amongst yourself. I love that. Yeah, it's crazy. It's Thursday again. I was thinking that same thing, how fast time goes. It's amazing. I've been asking about alternative expensive nibs, a lot of research. This is what I've come up with. Okay. I love this. Here we go. Smartest subscribers. Try the nail filing. You can use nibs from the Wacom 1 pin. They are on Amazon and they should work fine. The Wacom ACK22201. So one of the things we'll do is we'll eventually build a resource page where people can go YouTube. I've got a Morning Coach support page, but I'll probably do Patreon at some time. It just fits into Morning Coach a little bit better. And I mean, Morning Coach fits into YouTube better, and I'll build all that out, right? So we're going to do that, but that's so cool. Brandon just bought the books. Cool. So happy. Well, we're going to have a lot coming. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the instruction and the ideas here on the channel. VM, it would be cool to see the technology that Supernote uses on their devices and on other devices with ceramic nibs. Yeah, I think that is their trick to the trade. Like, Supernote really came up with a unique device. You know, they're different. Like, it's the screen and everything about this thing, it's alien. I mean, that's the only way I can put it. Since I have so many devices, this is the alien one, right? We got the ugly duckling, we got the alien. Maybe I said I was going to come up with a rating system at some point, but it's definitely a weird one. And I mean, I could get by with this thing every day. That's for sure. All right. I wish you could do a collab with Voya. Joint live stream could be awesome. I will get a hold of Voya. Voya's awesome. Like, we are on Facebook. We've met each other through this, obviously. He's been doing this a lot longer than I have. You know, I have mad respect for Voya. And yeah, I'm sure we're going to do something in the future. I mean, we kind of chat back and forth in the comments and stuff, and solid person, you know, and I have nothing but good things to say about him. In any way I can help him, I would love to do that. I just ordered the Lumi. I need a backlit unit. Hope it works well. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Beth Ann. You're like me. Beth Ann, you're a junkie for this stuff, man. You're going to have as many devices as I am. I like it. Okay, cool. Trevor said he's got the Books Air. Okay, cool. You got the Books Air. I got that coming too. So I should have that. I ordered the Books Air immediately upon order, so I should have that coming in. Your reviews are very good, and the My Deep Guide's also one of my favorites. Thanks, Beth Ann and Brandon. Thank you, guys. So many products to choose from all of a sudden. I know, right? I mean, it's good for me and the channel. I get to review all these things. It's not good for my wallet. I need to win the lottery. I'm telling you, these things get expensive. My other businesses, my other people that with my other business go, what are you spending so much time in that YouTube for? We need you over here. So I'm actually brought some new people in. I have Karen, who's in my inner circle, is just amazing, and one of my masterminds helping organize. And I have Karen, Lee, Sean, Roxanne, people that are just super people have come in and started to help me from a volunteer basis, some compensation in some situations, but I'm able to do this thanks to the people that I work with. But yeah, so it's really cool. Beth, were you able? Okay, cool. I ordered his Amazon. Thank you. So many cool people up here. Watch your video on Moby versus. I have 18 post-its on my desk, right? I can't wait to try your advice on the Moby. Awesome. It'll be there soon, my brother. It'll be there soon. I hope the paper gets better. It is. It's going to get better. I will tell you, Beth Ann, they're working on it. I have a feeling the paper is going to continue to get better and better. Yeah, I think a couple people, Beth Ann asked about the pen with the paper. There was somebody that mentioned in the comments that they couldn't get the battery to charge and they were having some problems with the pen. I think the issue is with the paper, and I like to talk good about all companies, but I'm also going to tell you the bad things, right? Is that they're using this hardware that they didn't build, right? So they're trying to figure out the best way to use it. But I can tell you their engineers are engaged. Like, that's the one thing I'll tell you. They watch all these videos. Heck, one of them's probably in here right now watching. And they're learning. And there's like the comment that I got from them was they could have never had a test group as good as this community. And they appreciate everybody in here because they read and they learn and they're listening how to make their product better. And truly, that's all we can ask from a company, right? To continue to get better and to continue to work on it. If it's 5 years down the road or even a year down the road and things aren't improving, then I think we start to question it. But hey, they got the product out and they're trying to do things, which is great. And I think that's hoping. What do you think? From now, Remarkable is shipping on time. Christoph, I think that they are. I would hope so. I posted my frustration video and then they shipped. Again, coincidence or not, I think it was coincidence. But it seems like they're on time. So, you know, they did say there may be a 1 or 2 delay, but I didn't have it. Mine will be here Monday. Let's see. But I think things are going pretty good. Randy says, paper is based off Sony DPT device. That is Sony and eventually always had lines. Could not get it off. So here's the deal, Randy. That's a great point. Yes, it is. And here's one of the things they did. This is something, and you guys that have the paper should look at this. They have what's the refresh button on the bottom. Okay, so these devices tend to do that, right? So this refresh is like shaking the Etch-a-Sketch. You know, there I go again. I need to get one of those. I need an Etch-a-Sketch. I haven't had one of those since a kid. But the refresh button helps control the ink and clear it off, right? So that's a really good thing the paper did was to put the refresh of the screen on to clear that so you don't have that burn-in on the screen like the old Atari when I was a kid playing and it would burn in on the screen. Right? I love it. You're a tech person at my company. You're a senior citizen. Well, good for you. I love it that you're tech. It makes you so cool, right? And it's good that, you know, heck, I'm starting all this at 51. I'm not a senior yet, but I'm close, right? I'm tilting that way. I'm learning cameras and videos. I didn't even know what a 20 millimeter to 85 millimeter lens. I know I have a 20 millimeter, a 16 to 35 millimeter, an 85 millimeter, and 90 millimeter lens. And I'm learning how to use them. I mean, look. I took this picture. I'm so proud of myself. How cool is that? I'm excited. So it's never too late. It's never too early. I'm glad you're representing. Way to represent, Beth Ann. That's so awesome. I have seen so many people reporting that with the Sony hardware, did it happen all of a sudden? Again, I think that refresh button will help VM. Hey, there's Lazy Man. I love that dude. So cool you're here. I wonder if the RM2 will turn up as promised. I think it's going to. Things are moving the right way. Would you think the Note Air is better than the Remarkable 2? That is the question of the month. That is going to be a video as soon as the Note Air comes in. It's supposed to ship October 10th. So let's assume 5 to 10 days. So probably October 15th to 20th, we should have those devices in. It's going to be interesting. I mean, they look like they copied the Remarkable 2. I mean, it's like, I mean, this is going to be crazy. I mean, I can't tell you. I can tell you this. The Remarkable 2 will probably be the better note taker. Why? That's all it does. The other thing does a million things. You can put Android, I mean, it's Android 10, so you literally can put a Kindle reader on it. I don't know if you can put your Kobo books on there, but I mean, it's crazy. You can do everything with the thing. So if you want a single device that's just a note taker, I think the Remarkable is your device. But if you want something that does a lot of things and could possibly compete as a note taker, the Onyx is your product. But I think everybody in this industry, like all of us that are into this stuff, are really waiting to see what this thing's all about and what is their new pin and why did they create a new pin? How much technology did they reverse engineer from Remarkable, right? Let's see what they got going. It's going to be crazy. Hey, Lazy Man says, everyone hit the like button. Thanks, man. I appreciate you hitting the like button. It helps me. You could also use Word or Office products on the Onyx because it's an Android tablet for collaboration. Brandon hits a home run again, right? Yes, that's the key. So the Onyx, man, I tell you what, I don't think you're going to be unhappy with it. I just got to see the lag. One of the things with the Lumi is that, or the Onyx Booksmax 2 that I had, it kind of lagged a little bit. Let's see what the Lumi does and what this new device does. It's going to be crazy. Or G Suite, which is great. Good evening. Glad you're here. Hello from Berlin. Glad you're there. Also, you need to address those of us that will have multiple usage areas. Of course, Beth Ann, that's what we're going to be doing. I mean, that's what's cool. We'll be talking about a lot of different things. Will Paper bring any update on PDF functions similar to the Quaderno have? Yes. I mean, I got an email from them asking me about the highlighter. So one of the things Paper asks is like on the Quaderno, when you highlight, it literally highlights the text. Like it's a sweet highlight. With the Paper, when you highlight, it just like, it's like paint, right? It just like using the pen. It goes everywhere. And so they sent me a message and said, JB, can you tell me what the Quaderno does on a regular note? Well, the Quaderno doesn't work on a regular note. Like the highlight button doesn't work. That's why. It's like reading the PDF and doing it, where the Paper highlight works on regular notes. So it's kind of a either or on that deal. But yes, they are listening, which is great. What are the best alternative pins for the remarkable pin in your opinion? This Stadler is pretty good if you like a penciler. The Stadler, I have a link in most of my videos. If you like a pencil, this one is really good. The one that I typically use, sorry guys, coming back, is the Lamy with a remarkable nib in. So I actually just put a remarkable nib in the Lamy. I like that, and I also like the pin. I lost it. The one that comes with the remarkable. I know I'm getting it Monday with the new device, so I'll have a marker. They call it a marker in. I like that too. But if you like a pencil feel, this Stadler with a graphite tip works pretty good. Doesn't wear down hardly at all. If you like the Lamy kind of pen feel, you can take this and then put a remarkable nib in it, and it works really good. So these are good styluses. So yeah, that's what you can kind of couple there that you can do that. Gabrielle, listen to you, how you worked yourself up. It's incredibly motivating. Thank you. No, it's great. I hope that's what I hope to do, is inspire and have some fun here. I hope I do. Thank you so much for responding. No, I love it. I try to respond to every comment. I mean, that's part of respect, right? So YouTube, here's the deal. YouTube's about numbers. So, you know, the more numbers you get, the more money you can make, blah, blah, blah. I'm about people. I respect people. If people respect me, I respect them back. There will come a day when I can't answer every comment, and that's okay, but right now I can. And I will always try to. And it's because I respect people, right? And it's just the way I do business. I don't need to do this. I don't need to be here. I could be playing golf. But I love people. I love the energy. I love the fact that this is reaching an international audience. And I can share some of my energy and hopefully some of my wisdom to help the world a better place. I mean, that's what it's about for me. Some people, you know, say, oh, JB, you're too positive, you're cheesy. And I try not to be. I mean, I try to stay as level. But the truth is the world needs some good energy right now. You know, we need to come together a little bit and support each other. And the cool thing is the subscribers on this channel, I keep saying, are movers. They're shakers. They're intelligent people that are doing wonderful things of all different sizes, shapes, colors, races, creeds, religions. And it brings us all together. And man, we need a little more togetherness. And I don't mean to be cheesy, but you know, if I can do a little part to make somebody's day a little bit better, then my time on this planet has been awesome, right? And so that's my focus. That's ultimately what I do day to day in my real job. This is just an extension of that with tech, but it gets me to intelligent people so that maybe I can share that energy and give them a little bit of hope or an idea that can spring them free economically. And that's what I love to do. So I appreciate you saying that. But yeah, I try to get to everybody's comment. Hello, Lorenzo. Great to see you. Beth Ann, great to see you. Have to leave, lazy. We'll see you later. I think if you do a side-by-side comparative checklist for all the e-ink and post it somewhere, it would make things easily accessible for all of us. Yes, Sean, we're going to do that. And I'm going to do a lot of that, you know. Why has Sony stopped the production of the DPT RP1? Ask. I think the reason is the market cap. I think we got a 400, last text chat, we talked about this, like a $500 million or $450 million market cap. I don't think there's enough money there. If Remarkable takes out 80 million of that and the other companies take out 60 million, you're talking about a couple $100 million. Now for us, that's a lot of money. But they just gave Joe Rogan $100 million, right? Just think about that. One individual. They pay this basketball LeBron James $200 million. So it's not a lot of money in the big picture, where Sony sells cameras and all these other things. And just like Apple, you know, they're selling billions of dollars of iPhones, and they've moved out of the kind of their high end, even though they're back into it. which is, I think, is great. They're computers and stuff, but I think that's why. I think it's a market cap issue. I don't know how big the e-ink market is in Sony's eyes. To us, it's a big market, but to Sony, you know, $500 million, 480 million that they have to compete in and invest in, and you know, maybe not be where they want to play. So that's good. It's almost 2 a.m. Oh man, you rock! Thank you so much. Good night. Good night. Good night. Hey JB, what's up, man? Thank you, RG. I appreciate that. Yeah, the highlighter is not great, right? I agree with you, and they're working on that. Late Furlan, thank you so much. Hey, Furlan, my Remarkable 2 will be here Monday. Yes, it will be here Monday. Maybe then the highlighter on the paper should do auto straight thing. They're looking into that, VM. By the way, they are looking into that. Do you think the Max Lumi needs a screen protector? I sure as hope heck not. Because my MacBooks 2, I went to a place and had one put on there, and it was a disaster. I can't put screen protectors on. People ask me about the one you put on the iPad. What do they call that? The paper right or whatever, so it feels like paper. I put that on there. There's bubbles. I don't like the feel. It's just a disaster, so I hope not. VM said that's always why I always keep commenting on your videos. You rock. Well, listen, guys, it's about that time. Everybody's been staying up late. I know there's people here in the U.S. that it isn't late for, but man, I love you guys. I really do. I appreciate you contributing to the channel, hitting those like buttons, subscribing, turning on all alerts. It helps me. This week's going to be a lot of videos. I'm telling you, I got a lot coming. New cameras. I'm going to try to really zoom in. I need comments so I know what use cases you need so that I can try to find the answers. I've got to line into a couple of the companies now, not all of them. But I'm going to do my best to make it the best experience for you. That's my job here at YouTube, and I'm having fun, man, and it's because of you. So thanks, everybody. Go have a great evening. Go have a great day. I got to get this off the bank, man, from last week. I still haven't sent it. I'm going to send it right now, and we'll have some more giveaways here real soon on TechSax Thursdays, okay? Make sure you mark your calendars. Try to do this every week at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lots of love. Go have a fun one, guys. Thank you so much.